I'm going to show you the steps involved with transforming a door into a headboard. So you might be able to find different size doors available, but they might already have the hole drilled for the handle. Now this might not be a problem if you're going to put that low enough behind the mattress where it won't be seen. However, depending upon the width of the door, if you can get a 36-inch, then you might be able to tuck that down behind the mattress and hide it. But if you have something that maybe only is a 24 or a 26 or a 28, you might want it a little bit higher, so we need to plug that hole. So what we're going to do today is build a plug, and I'll show you how to put that in. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this wood plug that I made, put a little bit of glue around the outside, and then we're going to tap it into the hole. Now hopefully, if you're planning on painting the door, it's not that critical what type of wood you use. Try to tap it just a little bit below the surface so that we can fill it in with some putty and sand it and make it all smooth and get ready for the paint job. But that's the first thing we need to do, is plug that hole. Next time we'll also show you how to cover up the hinge mortises. Okay, so I put some putty over that plug there, and we're going to let that dry. But while we're doing that, we got a couple other things we can do. So if you take a look at the door, over here at the top, it's got a 4-inch rail on it. This right here is 4-inch rail. But down at the bottom, it's typically wider than that. Now in my case, I want to make it even, so I'm going to cut this line right here. So this ends up being the same as the side on the other side. Okay, because I'm going to be putting some molding right here later on, and I want to keep this as wide as possible, I'm going to actually put a piece on top of here to allow my molding to come up here without covering too much of this up. So we're just going to nail that on with some little nail and glue, not a big deal. That'll accomplish a couple things. It'll give me the height I need, and it'll also get rid of these mortises that they have been cut out for the hinges. So this is just a piece of 3/4 plywood cut to the thickness of the door. Right now we're not too concerned with getting anything too perfect. This is just a filler piece. Then what I'm going to do is take a 1x3, put this on the top, cut it to the right length. We'll flush it up in the back, and with this little overhang we have right here, then we can put our piece of molding that'll come here and cover up our filler piece and give it a little bit of a decorative edge at the same time. Okay, so here's the filler piece that we put on last time. This is the piece of trim that we're going to cover this up with. So I'm just going to put a little bit of white glue, nothing special. Little dab of glue there. Put some on the miter right there. And we'll just put that there and there. We'll nail it in place. Okay, so here's our salvage door that we're going to turn into a headboard. So let's just review of what we've done here. So this is the back side of the door. So what we've done is we've filled in the hole where the knob was going to go. We've also added a piece of 3/4 plywood at the top to cover up the hinge mortises, and then to cover up the plywood we've used this piece of molding that goes underneath there and makes like a little ledge on the top. So if you take a look at the whole thing, it looks pretty nice. Now this is the front side, and you can see where the knob was supposed to go there. It's all filled in, looks great, and so pretty easy project. So what you have is a salvage door, and now you have a headboard.